Hey everybody, this is a video I'm very excited to make. I'm going to show you how to score hopefully like an extra goal or two a game with four very simple plays that you can run with behind the net. As you can see on my screen here, these are the strategies I use with behind the net. Carry and dump I have at 10. The reasoning for that is I want my AI to hit the line with speed. So if you have it on full carry, a lot of the times your AI will slow down at the line. With it being a 10, you might get an extra offsides or two per game. I think the pros outweigh the cons there. Cycle and shoot, I have that at 2. I've tested out a lot of the settings. I find that to be like optimal for player movement. Efficiency is at 0. The players aren't going to skate around as much erratically, and you should know where they are. Like they'll play slow and more methodical. And then don't block and block, I have that at 0 as well. With the increased screen effectiveness in NHL 22, I found that to be pretty solid, but that's always, that can always be changed to your preference. So this first scenario here, I'm going to show you if you have the puck on the boards and you have a player in the high slot. So I'm going to freeze it here, and you can see the options here, right? You have the blue line open, but this player isn't really being covered in the slot. So this red arrow is the pass that's going to happen. Once that pass is made, the blue arrow is the route that the player that made the initial pass is going to take. So once that pass is made, he's going to cut across, and you have that pass back right open. So this is pretty much always open if you have that player in the slot, right? So once you make that initial pass, the player that you made the pass with is going to cut across the slot for that pass back. So once that happens, you shoot it far side, and it's a goal. I'm going to show you a very similar setup here. This guy's covering the point a little bit better, but he's leaving the slot wide open. So I'm going to make that pass here. And right here, let's say this is covered a little bit, right? You don't have to make that pass back. You can skate it into the slot a little bit and just take a shot. In this scenario, I'm passing it back here. I'm lucky the pass gets through, and I make the pass and score. So opposite situation, right? So instead of having the player in the high slot there, you can see that left wing in this scenario is going to peel over to the left. You have the player behind the net instead of waiting in the slot. So you make this pass behind the net. You have the red arrow here. That's the initial pass. Once that initial pass is made, the blue arrow from Crosby right there is going to cut across that low right behind or right in front of the net. So make that initial pass. Once that pass is made, he's making that beeline to the net. So once he's making that beeline to the net, you can go the pass back. That's a goal. Same thing here. Pass behind the net. Blue arrow, he's cutting to the right in front of the net. Pass back. He's skating there. Make that pass back. And that's a goal. So this next scenario, I'm going to show something different. Same setup as the last play, where you pass behind the net and then you pass right back to the front. Instead of this time, you go to the point, right? So as you can see, the player I'm playing against isn't covering the point. So you make the initial pass to the point, and then the red arrow going to the left here is passing to the left defenseman. Once you make that pass to the left defenseman, Crosby, I think it's Crosby. In this scenario, the blue arrow is going to cut across the slot. So the reason he's going to do that cut is it's that pass from the right defense to the left defense. Once the puck crosses the middle of the offensive zone, behind the net's going to flip and want to set up on the left side instead. So once that's set up there, you make the pass. Crosby cuts across. Shoot far side. It's a goal. And I do want to go back here for this setup. So let's say the slot was covered. You have this left wing over here that's open as well, right? So instead of doing that forced pass to the middle, you can just reset this play up on the left side, because the left wing is going to peel off a little bit. And instead of passing to the middle, maybe getting a turnover, you can just reset on the left side instead. The plays that I'm doing on the right side mirror on the left, and they work the same exact way. So as you saw there, the left wing did peel off to the left. So if that pass was covered, which it looks like the defenseman had had a chance to get the puck. But if that pass was completely covered and the slot was, congested, peel off to the left, cycle down low, and then you can just restart the play. Then this next one is a popular one that probably everybody's using, right? Cycle behind the net here, similar to the second play we went over. Cycle back again. Red arrow is where the puck's going, blue arrow is where you're going to go. And just do a wraparound, right? So Crosby was covered there. The pass wasn't open, but that wraparound attempt was. So that's it. Those were 4 plays that I think if you add to your game with behind the net, you should be able to get an extra goal or 2 a game at least. In the lower divisions, like 3 and up, 3 through 10, I think if you do these plays, you can probably score 3 or 4 goals a game, guaranteed, just because people in that lower division probably won't be used to covering certain things. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, as always, I stream on Twitch, I stream on YouTube on here, and also check out the Coffee and Chow podcast. It's available wherever you get your podcasts, right? I think it's on Spotify. It might be on Apple. I'd have to check, but hope you liked the video, and thank you very much.